Jimmy Garoppolo recently had a poor showing at the Super Bowl. Is he underrated or is he overrated? We're going to show you some clips from the Super Bowl and let you decide. Let's check it out.
You gotta be possessed with the dream.
All right, we're going to jump right into the clips in this video here. This video is not made to bash Jimmy Garoppolo or highlight Jimmy Garoppolo. We're simply putting the clips out here and the facts out here, and we're going to let you decide if he's overrated or underrated. Let us know in the comments below what you think he is. This first clip here, this is the first drive of the game for the 49ers, and they're marching the ball all the way down the field. Here they come out in an empty set, okay? And what you're going to see is George Kittle at the bottom of the screen here, the third receiver in, is going to be double covered. Everyone else is single covered, so Jimmy G needs to find the best matchup here. If you look at the receiver at the top of the screen and the receiver at the bottom of the screen, they're both single covered. They both win their routes. Jimmy fails to see it. They end up settling for 3 points here. This drive should have ended in a touchdown in my opinion. However, poor decision making by Jimmy led them to only 3 points. Our next clip here is it's still in the first quarter. The 49ers are driving. However, this is one of the poor mistakes that Jimmy makes. He's under pressure, and we're going to show you the end zone copy here first. The right guard just gets flat out beat. Now, Jimmy has to make a decision. This is third down. Do I get rid of the football or just eat the sack? In this case, so early in the game, just eat the sack, punt the football away, at least pin him in their territory the way the defense has been playing. Here, he makes a brutal mistake just by throwing the ball in the air. It gets picked off at the 40-yard line and gives the Chiefs great field position to make a drive and gives Pat Mahomes and that offense some life to drive down the field. One thing that Jimmy Garoppolo does very well is he stands in the pocket and takes the hit when he knows he needs to deliver the football. Here is a perfect example of that. The end is unblocked and he's shuffling his feet like he's reading for the zone read. Once he realizes it's a pass situation, he's coming unblocked. Jimmy knows he's unblocked. He needs to stand in there and deliver the slant pattern. By the way, this route by Deebo Samuels is off the charts. We're looking forward to him being a stud in the next few years. But Jimmy G delivers the ball that's right on target, and they end up moving the chains to get in the first down here. This play is very tough to teach, especially for a younger quarterback to sit in that pocket and deliver the football, knowing he's going to take a shot. Again, this is a perfect clip of Jimmy staying in the pocket and actually showing his toughness within the pocket, knowing he's going to take a hit. Here we have the running back release. I believe this is Raheem Mostert. Releases out in what we call a Texas route where he's trying to get to the sideline. He's going to break back towards the middle. Jimmy G knows that the middle is wide open. This is a cover one across the board. He just needs to hold on to the ball long enough. That way he can deliver a clean throw to Mostert for a huge chunk gain here. So again, this is Jimmy G just showing that toughness, staying in that pocket and delivering a good football and not wasting a down, especially in a blitz situation. Moving into the third quarter now, and this is where Jimmy has made his money all year, and Kyle Shanahan's system has really benefited Jimmy Garoppolo, is off of play action. And here we see a simple play action ISO. He's going to sit in the pocket and deliver a dig route about 15 yards down the field, which is a pretty hard throw to make, especially because the tight end here gets beat on the backside. So again, this is another great throw of Jimmy just sitting in the pocket and delivering the football on target, on time for a big chunk gain. Now we're at the point of the game where things are going to start to go south for Jimmy Garoppolo. And especially a lot of it's timing, a lot of it's recognizing the coverages, and a lot of it's delivering a good football. So these next 3 plays here are going to be focused on those 3 attributes. Here we're going to see a 3-by-1 formation. Kittle motions across the formation. And this is actually great play design by Kyle Shanahan in this situation. This is a 3rd and 5 situation with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. So not a must-have situation, but you got to get a first down, at least now that you're only on your 25-yard line. If you punt, it will probably go to their 30-ish. Pretty good field position for them. So again, we have a 3-by-1 formation here. All right, we're going to see the point receiver do an underneath route. The outside receiver is going to release deep to get in the way of, I believe this is Tyrann Mathieu here, and force that outside corner to play Kittle underneath. This ball needs to be delivered now. It needs to be delivered on time, and it's not. Jimmy waits for the wrong read, which cost him a first down on a play that was there, and Jimmy needs to deliver this football. Now we're getting into the fourth quarter. San Francisco is down 4, and this right here is a Super Bowl winning play here. Jimmy needs to hit this throw. What we're going to see here from the defense is quarter coverage. Now, Kyle Shanahan's called a 2-back play. He's going to max protect Jimmy G. At the bottom of the screen, we're going to have a quarters beater. This is common among all football teams, whether it's high school, college, or the NFL. You're going to have number 2 on a dig route to hopefully influence that safety to come up. And you're going to get a post by the number 1 receiver at the bottom of the screen. Hopefully that safety takes the cheese on the dig route and it opens up the post route to Emmanuel Sanders. And this is exactly what happens. Like I said, it's a great play call by Kyle Shanahan here. Jimmy reads it perfectly. He gets his drop, sets his feet, and throws the football. However, he overthrows it by 5 yards. I knew 49ers fans were holding their breath. Chiefs fans were exhaling because they got beat here. And just a poor throw by Jimmy Garoppolo quite possibly may have cost them the Super Bowl. This ball needs to be on target. It needs to be completed. And that's the difference between Super Bowl winning quarterbacks and, of course, a Super Bowl losing quarterback. This play right here could be one of the more frustrating plays. This is the 4th and 10 on the 50-yard line going in. The score is still 24-10, so the San Francisco 49ers still have a chance to make a play. Now, there's number 1 rule on 4th down. Never take a sack. You give your team no opportunity to make a play. If you're going to get sacked, throw the football in the air. Hopefully you can win a 50-50 ball. Here, Jimmy G is late to snap the football. You can see him clapping his hands frantically, telling the center, let's go, let's go. I believe this should have been a delay of game. I know a lot of fans thought this should have been a delay of game as well. As Jimmy drops back, there isn't much open, at least at the first down line. We do see Kittle open at the top of the screen. However, is he going to get the first down? Maybe not. As mentioned, Jimmy needs to get this football out. He has the time to throw the football. He ends up eating the sack. Throwing the ball up to a lineman ends up being a flag. And then ultimately, Kansas City Chiefs go down the field and they end up scoring a touchdown. So this was the cap of the game. As we saw some great things from Jimmy. We saw some poor things from Jimmy Garoppolo. So let us know in the comment section below, is he overrated or is he underrated? Was this just a bad game for him? And where do you see his future going into the 2020 season? Let us know below.